Okay, hi friends. Okay, in this particular video, I will give you a brief idea about the other instructions in 8086. Already I covered arithmetic instructions and various logical instructions. Let us see, in addition to these two instructions, what are the other processor instructions? Okay, let us see. So the other instructions other than arithmetic and logical instructions are mainly program control transfer instructions, similarly iterative control instructions, and later processor control instructions. So in this particular video I will cover program control transfer instructions, iterative control instructions, and processor control instructions. Let us see what is program control transfer instruction. Name itself, program is controlled and transferred from one position to other. So with the help of these instructions, your main program will be controlled and it will be transferred from one position to or from one location to other location. Let us see in which way it is possible. Generally, the program control transfer instructions are mainly two types. One is unconditional control transfer instructions. Other is called it as a conditional. Let us see, unconditional means here we don't have any condition. Simply we are indicating that we should skip some instructions with specified number of we are skipping some instructions with a specified time, and it will continue. Whereas conditional means here we have condition. Okay, whenever that condition is satisfying, then only the instructions are then only the processor will jump from one position to other. Here in this particular case, we don't have any condition. Okay, for example, if I'm activating this unconditional instructions, then processor will be executing those set of instructions with infinite number of times also. Okay, so whereas here with specified number of times only processor will execute those set of instructions. Like that we have unconditional and conditional. Let us see in detail what is a call instruction and what is return instruction and what is jump instruction. Generally, the call instruction is mainly used to move the processor from current program to sub program. Okay, for example, if I'm writing call 2000H, then automatically processor will go to 2000H memory location. In that particular location, which instructions are present, those instructions are executing. So this call instructions is mainly used to move the processor into the specified location and executing the instructions that are present in this particular location. So simply call instruction is used to move from main program to sub program. Let us see what is return instruction. So return instruction is used to move the processor execution from sub program to main reverse sub program to main program. So for unfortunately, if return is not there in the sub program, the processor will not comes into main program. So call is simply from main program to sub program. So in that particular sub program, at the end of the sub program, if you write return, then only processor will be coming from sub program to main program. Okay, return is very important. So it will, with the help of return only, processor will come from sub program into the main program, sub program to main program. So these two are interlinked instructions, call and return. So let us see what is jump instruction. Generally, the jump instruction is used to jump the processor execution with a specified number of times. For example, let's see, for waveform generation, take example like a waveform generation. So I need to generate sawtooth waveform. Okay, in sawtooth waveform, how many cycles we are generating? Infinite number of cycles. If you write, if you repeat those set of instructions for infinity number of times, then jump instruction is used. Because of jump instruction, we get sawtooth waveform for infinity number of cycles. Similarly, for example, I need to control the stepper motor continuously. In that case also, for example, if I'm writing jump instruction, then until power is available, instruction is executing continuously. Okay, that's in those applications only we are using jump instruction. So jump instruction performing infinity number of times without any condition. Coming to other type of jump, this is unconditional jump. This JMP is unconditional jump. Whereas let us see what are the various conditional jumps. So here conditional jump means jump with condition. For example, let us see JC. What is JC? Jump with carry. Whenever carry flag is occurred, then only it will jump. For example, I am performing arithmetic operation, addition of two numbers. So in those addition, whenever carry occurs, then only the jump carry instruction will activate. Okay, jump carry I'm writing like this, L1. The L1 is one label. Where L1 is there, the processor will go to that L1 position whenever carry is occurred. Assume carry is not occurred, so processor may not go to L1 position. So next question, for example, I'm writing one instruction, move AL, BL Then similarly move BL comma DL. Somewhere here I'm writing L1. Okay, see here above I'm writing add something like CL comma, for example, otherwise you take AL comma DL. In this example, whenever a DL data flag is occurred, then only jump carry is activating. If carry flag is occurred, what happens? Jump carry is not satisfying. In that case, the processor will go to L1. Where L1 is there here, processor will go to this. In that case, these two instructions are not executing because this condition is satisfying. So that is called as a jump condition. Unfortunately, in this particular addition, carry is not occurred. Then what happens? This condition failed. Then processor will enter into these two instructions and it will execute. Later it will go to next instruction. So not only jump carry, so many are there. Jump no zero. Okay, jump no carry. Jump priority. So priority flag is occurred, jump. Jump no carry. Carry is not occurred, then only jump. Jump no zero. So whenever the value, for example, I'm writing like this. Decrement BL. Okay, jump no zero BL. Something like L1 to somewhere I'm writing L1. So what the meaning? Initially, for example, BL is 10. After decrementing, BL is now assume BL, initially BL is 5. After decrementing, what is BL now? 4. Jump no 0. Is it BL is 0 0? No. Then L jump, it will go to L1. Where I am placing L1, it will go to that particular instruction and execute. So in those cases, we use jump condition. Jump no 0, jump no carry, jump carry, jump priority. Okay, those type of instructions are called as jump conditions. Okay. Now, so one is a conditional jump, other is called as unconditional jump. JMP is unconditional, whereas JC, okay, JNC, JP, all are called as a conditional jumps. Whenever those conditions are satisfying, then only jump will be taken place into account. Now, other type of instruction is iterative loop control instructions or iterative, simply iterative control instructions. So here also name itself, iterative means some set of instructions are performing number of times, then that is called as iterative control instructions. Preferably we are using loop instruction as a iterative instruction. Here one important point is a loop instruction performing two functions. One is it will decrement, this is very important point, consider it will decrement the content of CL by 1. Content of CL for 8-bit CL, maybe for 16-bit CX. So the content of CL is decrementing by 1. Decrementing by 1. So for every loop instruction, the content of CL is decrementing by 1. That is one function for loop. The other function is in addition to first function. So it will check, this loop instruction will check whether CL is 0, CL register value is 00H or not. So the loop instruction straight away checking the only count register, that is CL or CH, okay, for 8-bit, for 16-bit CX. So every time the loop instruction preferably checking the content of CL. So for every loop instruction, it will perform two functions. The content of CL is decrementing by 1 and checking whether CL is 00 or not. These two are the for all loop instructions. We are using only count register, nothing but CL for 8-bit, for 16-bit CX. Then other is processor control instructions. So processor control instructions are many. So these instructions are used to set the flags of the processor. So we have 3 processor control flags are there. Already we know. So interrupt flag, direction flag. Okay. So similarly trap flag. Preferably trap flag is not used here. Interrupt flag, direction flag. Okay. And in addition to that, carry flag also we can either set or reset with the help of processor control instructions. Let us see in which way we can set. See here there is one command STC. ST is a set. C is called it as a carry. So if you write STC means set carry. Automatically carry flag becomes 1. Okay, this type of instruction like set carry is one example. Similarly, clear. CLC. CLC means clear carry. So if you perform this instruction, carry flag becomes automatically 0. Similarly, set D means direction flag. D means direction flag. Set direction flag means direction flag becomes 1. Whenever direction flag is 1, I already mentioned. Whenever direction flag is 1, processor will execute the instructions from higher address to lower address reverse. So similarly CLD, clear direction flag. Whenever direction flag is cleared, then DF is 0. Whenever direction flag is cleared, processor will execute the instruction from lower address to higher address. Similarly, set interrupt. Set interrupt means interrupt flag is 1. Whenever interrupt flag is 1, what happens? Then only processor will recognize the external interrupts. So this type of flags are enabled with the help of processor control instructions. Set interrupt. Similarly, clear interrupt. Okay, so set instruction, clear instruction comes under processor control instructions like set carry, set direction flag, clear direction flag, set interrupt, clear interrupt. So all comes under processor control instructions. So now all these instructions are very, very essential for writing any assembly language program. Okay, this is about other instructions other than arithmetic and logical instructions. Okay, thank you for watching this video. Okay, if you like, please kindly share and subscribe this particular channel. Thank you.